everybody, welcome back to the channel. I am Dalton. This is Arms and Farms, the Footlong Farming YouTube channel. It is Tuesday, almost 3 o'clock. Figured I'd show you guys what we got going on here. Pulling some stuff out of the hedgerow, pulling some stuff out of the barns. We're gonna put some stuff into the RTI auctions. It's an online auction service. I'll put a link in the description. I think he said the auction's going to be September 3rd. He's coming out tomorrow to take some pictures of some stuff. So we're just trying to get it out somewhat neat and organized. And yeah, see if we can get rid of some of this stuff that we just haven't used. And every time we do projects, we move it from one spot to the next. So starting with our 8640, I'm going to go get that started up, and we're going to pull it out and get it out in a spot where he can get good pictures of it tomorrow morning when he comes out. I'll show you some of the other stuff we got here, and yeah, we'll give you more information on the auction. If you guys are interested in any of this stuff, you can head to that auction. The old girl just do her thing. Walk right out of here like a spring chicken. So, those of you guys new to the channel, 8640. I don't know the year exactly. It's got a blade on it. The blade goes up and down. The only like real functionable, is that a word, functionable? The only real serious problem is the PTO clutch has gone out of this. We chopped straw on a roto grind 1090 with this tractor for years. Real strong running motor. It's just an old clunker. There's a lot of little stuff that needs to be done to it. Stuff I can show you guys. You know, starting with this cab. I think that's an old wire to some lights or something, but you know, the cab is, the gauges do work in it. Temp gauge, fuel gauge, RPM gauge isn't working, but no radio, AC, heat, nothing like that. But real strong running motor. It's got a blade. Got some exhaust leaks that would need to be fixed. I'm sure a couple of these tires could use air or some replacing, but as far as the motor goes, I mean, got a real strong running motor on this one, and it does have a PTO and 3-point arms, but as I stated, the PTO needs the PTO clutch fixed up. We're just gonna park it over here for now, so that way when he comes and takes pictures of it and stuff, it's in a good spot. Needs batteries, as does every tractor that sits for too long. But if you're looking for some cheap horsepower, or you already have an 8640, maybe you want the blade, maybe you want parts. Tire size is 24.5 32s. See, like this one here is a little soft. Like I said, hydraulics work. So tire there is flat. That's actually a really good tire. Just need a new tube or something. So yeah, you see the exhaust leak I was talking about there. That's just a new elbow you'll need. Look at it from the front. Again, I will put more information up on the auction when that comes up. But yeah, that's going to be one of our main things we're trying to get rid of here. Go up here and show you some other stuff. We got a hoof trim and shoot here. I'll show you in a second. All right, so here's our hoof trim and shoot. We used it for a little while and kind of outgrew it pretty rapidly. She's tired. I'm not going to judge anybody for not being interested in this, but yep, hoof trim and shoot. Got the hydraulic lifts. There are a couple gates, entry gates for it right there. But there's that. That's going to go up on the auction. But this hay elevator here, this is actually in really good shape. This does work. Plugged it in. Motor's good. Chain's good. I'm not sure totally how many feet here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 9. It's probably about a foot. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 20. I'm gonna guess 30 foot. 30 foot hay elevator. In good shape. This has been stored inside. We actually just pulled this out of one of our other barns because we had more straw this year than we usually do and needed room for straw. So it's a new idea hay elevator. Everything works good there. Got a John Deere chisel plow, 3-point hookup. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 13, 14, 15, 16 shank. We used to pull it with our 9320, but the 8330s and stuff have pulled it before in a pinch as well. So that's going to go up for auction. We do have a 4-star tedder. I'm not going to be able to get that in the video. That's down the road. And I've got some stuff that I got to do around the dairy here. So we won't be headed down there. But we will have a 4-star tedder in the auction as well. So there, a little preview on some of the stuff. Oh, over by my pickup, I'll show you guys when I get over there. Our lowboy trailer. It's not really a true lowboy. I don't know what the technical name for it is, but it's one of those where the ramp lifts up, folds out, and sets back down in the back, but it does not unhook from the front. It's more of like a project if you're a welder, want a cheap trailer that you're going to fix up. A lot of the cross members and stuff are pretty rusted, and one of the suspension arms is broke off there, would need to be fixed. Some air lines, you know, the basic stuff like that. But yeah, if you're looking for a cheap trailer to fix up and use for something, I can show that to you here in a second. All right, so here's what we got. Those of you guys who know trailers will know the technical term for it. It's got a winch on the front, hydraulic lines that run the back. We've actually only owned this for a few years, but going up over the top and back down with the excavator is a little sketchy. Metal tracks on the metal floor. So we've decided we're gonna get rid of it. But like I said, needs some airbag work, and the one suspension arm's gone off of her. But again, if you're looking for a cheap trailer project, give her a bid. Here's one of our 2 tedders. This one we're gonna keep, but it's the same brand and stuff as the one we're gonna sell, which I don't actually know the brand. But this one you just unclip and manually lift and lower the sides The one we're gonna sell has hydraulic cylinders to lift and lower. But same thing, it's not a Kuhn. I don't remember what brand this is. Our other one has the sticker on it. I don't think that's a brand. I don't know. But they're good tethers. They're just, you know, we've outgrown them quite a bit. Last thing I just saw, and I'm like, oh, we should sell that too. This old field cultivator. So this is actually in really, really good shape. We've just had it for 15 years and haven't used it. The way I understand is they bought it a long time ago, used it for 2 seasons, and then they upgraded to the Farm King side dresser that we have now. This is an Alloway Woods brand 2065. I think it's got 13 units on it. Enough to do 12 rows of corn. This also has been inside every year until this spring. We needed a little bigger spot to put our new corn planter, and this was taking up quite a bit of room. So we had to pull it out and we set it out here. But just like I said, just sat outside the last few months, and it's actually in really, really good condition. As far as actual acres on it, it's got less than 2,000 total acres through this. So this is going to be up there for sale as well. I think that should do it for stuff that we're going to sell. Got a bunch of old cylinders and stuff I might put in a crate. Try to put that up, I don't know. The nice thing about online auctions is you don't have to take them anywhere. They come to you, they take pictures. I think it's 25 bucks or something per lot to put it in the auction, or maybe it's even less than that, I don't know. I think he said 20 or 25. And if it sells, it sells. If it doesn't, it's already here. We don't have to move it around, so we might throw that in there too. Old blue Chevy's got to go to the junkyard. Frame's broken half on her, so yeah, that's what we're up to. I took those couple clips of it raining this morning. It's now 5 o'clock. I'm just taking some fresh cows up, and it's still kind of misting. Like, we've gotten an inch of rain. Crop saving rain. Like, literally a multi-million-dollar rain. The alfalfa looks a little better. It's gonna take some time to come on. The corn has opened up all its leaves, and it's trying to just suck up as much of this rain as it can. But we actually got some rain. Check it out. We actually have mud. We actually have moisture. It feels really, really good. Let's hope we get more, honestly. We're looking at corn probably September 15th. Some of our first stuff being ready. We're probably gonna have to start chopping then, even if it's a little early. The guys we're buying corn from, there is a limit to how much we can buy. And I think we're nearing that. We do have some in our pile left, a couple weeks worth probably. But yeah, if the weather would cooperate and the corn could move, we're looking at probably September 15th, September 20th. Unless emergency strikes and we need something before then, which would be really bad because the ears are just not where they need to be. Running a foot bath, so the cows are acting a little silly here. But yeah, that's the tentative plan. Probably take fourth cutting the week prior to that, or in a couple weeks. Most likely. I doubt we'll let it set and wait till after corn. But we'll see what the weather does. We can't do it too close to corn because we got to have time to pull get the spout extensions on, put the kernel processor in, all of that, get the chopper ready for corn. But no, this rain has been just awesome. And it's still 70 out. It's not like it's freezing cold. We do have a couple days in the 60s this week, but it's 70s. We got a couple days in the 80s, a couple days in the 60s. So we're starting to, mild off a little bit with the heat, the added rain. Super exciting. Literally crop saving. I just had RTI auctions come out and met with them. There was a few other things that we did throw on that auction. We threw an old stick welder up, works fine. We just switched to a MIG welder. We've got an old dump cart. I'll try to get a video of it at some point, but probably won't make it on this video. It's just not big enough. It only has the cylinders to flip up, not to go up first. Those of you guys who know dump carts know what I'm talking about. So it won't reach into our 10-wheelers. So yeah, life-saving rain, super excited. I got to get back to helping these cows through this footpath because these heifers are being kind of silly. What's going on, guys? So today is Thursday. We are up at the Wellman farm. So this is one of our satellite heifer locations where we have our pregnant heifers. We got the hoof trimmer up here today. We're running every heifer through the chute. If they don't need to be done, he just kicks them off. But the vast majority of them at least need a maintenance trim to get caught up. I think there's 120 heifers up here, so they're going to have a pretty busy day. While they're doing that, Tyler and I are fixing up some stalls. They're not terrible, but there are a couple that are pretty beat up. Most of them are just missing a bolt or two. So we're throwing some bolts on. Gonna hammer that out. All right, well, we're all done up there at that heifer barn. There was only, I think, 4 stalls that were, missing bolts and stuff. So we got the bolts put on, just kind of doing those kind of jobs the last week, probably the next couple weeks. Hay's a couple weeks out, at least. Corn's, like I said, probably middle of September. So middle to late September. So for the next few weeks, things are going to be slow. Just kind of, we got some alley scrapers to repair. Some stalls to fix, some stuff to grease. That's what I'm doing right now. I'm greasing our feed loaders and just checking all the fluids, doing stuff like that. Might change the oil in the, I don't know what I got in my beard, cobwebs. Might change the oil in some skid steers and, get that kind of stuff done before corn harvest. Once corn harvest starts, that's usually 2 to 3 weeks. That's primarily what we're focused on, getting the cows bred, fed, healthy, and chopping corn. That's, unless something breaks or is in major need of something, that's our main focus during corn harvest. So yeah, we're just trying to get those jobs done. The cooler weather and the overcast kind of has us a little, you just kind of get kind of sleepy. Not complaining at all about it. It's nice, but the days do go a little bit slower. And yeah, little update on our feed inventory. That little pile right there, that's all that's left of our triticale. Usually it's right about now that we do use up the last of that. We generally try to grow enough so we can have it out of the way before corn harvest. We need that bunk space. But once that pad over there, where it's all stone, gets poured, which tentatively I believe is supposed to happen September 1st. We're supposed to be pouring concrete on that, so that will be very exciting. One of the big goals and exciting things is when we have enough bunk space, maybe we could try to grow a little more of that kind of, triticale. Maybe we could buy a little bit more grass forage for heifers. There's usually a fair amount of that stuff for sale around here, but we don't have the space to put it because if we were to put too much of it in, we wouldn't have enough room for our corn silage. So hopefully this bunk plan solves a lot of that. But yeah, that's about it for the video, guys. I think we're going to cut it short here. Like I said, sorry there's nothing overly exciting. This is just kind of what we're up to. So hope you guys still enjoyed. Again, if you guys are interested in any of that equipment, I didn't get to show you guys the dump cart. We put the 4-star tedder up as well. You guys didn't see that. And we also put up a welder for sale. So we might hammer that out in the next video. But either way, I'll put the link for the auction. If you guys are interested in any of that stuff, feel free. Please hop on there. And if you guys have any questions about it, just throw it in the comments down there. And I'll answer honestly. I'm not going to lie to you. I'm not going to try to sell you something. It is what it is. If you're interested, let me know. If not, well, then don't. So anyways, guys, I'm going to get the heck out of here. Hope you guys enjoyed. Rock on.